Hello students, I am Bhumica Verma, Assistant Professor in CSE Department and working at AKGEC Engineering College, and today I am here to deliver my lecture about social media marketing and the various execution dynamics that is involved in social media marketing. So before going to start, I must tell you that in my previous lecture I have discussed about digital marketing, the objectives and the various benefits related to digital marketing, and the various strategies that is being related to digital marketing, or the various methods how a digital marketing is being done. So social media marketing is one of the strategies that is being depicted in digital marketing platform portfolio. So in my today's lecture, I'm going to cover what is social media marketing and why it is important, the various landscape that is being followed nowadays, the various use cases and its related benefits, and what does good look like, and how to execute a campaign, the related steps about that, and in the last I'll discuss the do's and don't do's about social media marketing. So what is social media marketing? So this is basically the use of social networks. Social media marketing is basically the use of various social networks, content sharing app, messages platform, blogs and forms to connect and to enable various meaningful conversation between you and your brand. And it will also deliver some kind of conversation of your product or services, so ultimately you are able to derive your business objective and to derive profit out of it. So why it is important? So this is very important question that we need to answer. First of all, that we need to understand that the customer expectations have been changed, because if I compare your marketing strategies in traditional ways, so if I say the difference between traditional marketing and social media marketing, traditional marketing is basically the advertising through your pamphlets, or you can say that physical activity is being done by the person to display some kind of brand or images or some kind of any kind of services. But in today's world there is no time to display all that thing with the help of only advertisement and only through pamphlets and all. We need some kind of platform so that we can socialize and we can project ourselves on a larger scale. So we need to understand that the customers are twice as likely to share the negative experience with the business than the positive ones. Then 90% of the people we look online reviews make the product image, or the reviews of the customer actually make the image of the product. So 74% of the customer reviews or trust suggestions from their friends or social media impact the brand images also. 67% of the people will spend money after getting the recommendations of their friend online or the people they know about that thing. That ultimately you can say that the reviews of the people, suggestions of the people and the comments of the people will lead to make a image of the product. So this is how the social media is playing very vital role in affecting the customer expectations and the customer scenarios in the social media trend. So why this is important? Because I have already told you that customers are the content creators. Brands are turning online nowadays very frequently, and it influences the people online more likely than offline. Social is now a prominent point of purchase, because as I already told you that traditional marketing is all about physically accessing the brand or service or some product, but online is basically the focusing of the things socially. Brand focuses is shifting to measuring the quality of the interactions. Review can increase the sales, and it also add the credibility, as I've told you that recommendations, reviews or some kind of comments will increase the credibility of the product also. Social media is a platform that is multifunctional, because it is being used for marketing, listening, troubleshooting, customer care and response, as well as various other activities or various other insights, because it is bringing up the brand awareness, the customer sentiments and the marketplace trends, and also your competitional action. That is why social media is playing a vital role and important for emerging and changing the usage of socials. So now this is the social media marketing landscape, which basically says that these are the social media platforms that is being used these are not only, these are not limited to this according to this statistics, but these are the from priority to the lowermost point. So according to this chart, if this chart says, so according to this, Facebook is having a largest number of scale, or the largest number of people that are holding or that are bonding the people for playing a vital role into it. So Facebook is playing the highest number of rankings or engaging the customers. After that, YouTube is on the second number, Twitter and LinkedIn on the third and fourth number, and as it is, and other are in sequence, in next sequence. So these are the landscape nowadays. So social media landscape says that there are different channel that has been used for different purposes, because as I've told you that one of the very common thing, if I want to message or some kind of chat, I will try to use the Skype, I'll use WhatsApp or some kind of Insta, of course. Then if I want some kind of social network, then Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Go Plus will be for my usage, because if I want to build a relationship networks across the brand and the people I want to connect or share information and my ideas, I need a mass market to approach the social marketing area. So for that thing, I need Facebook, I need LinkedIn, etc. If I need some kind of media and content sharing, because I want to find and share the media online, including the photos as well as the videos as well as the live videos or curated content, for that purpose I need the brand awareness and the lead generations. I will use with the help of Snapchats, I will use YouTube, Pinterest, and I'll use various other platform also for blogging or for kind of forms that is basically used to publish or to find or discuss or share news or information and various other opinions. Then I'll use some kind of Twitter's, Quora, Wikipedias. So for that thing, market research or influential market will be done by these platforms. And then for consumer review networks, that means if I want to manage some kind of online reviews and reputation, so positive reviews will bring the social proof of your value propositions. So negative reviews provide you an opportunity to resolve the issue publicly. For that thing, the customer care is being needed, and a reputation management and market research is being needed. For that purpose, Trustpilot or TripAdvisors or Yelp are various kind of platform that is being used. For kind of interest based network that is being used to connect various people and to share interest and hobbies of people, and to focus solely on some single subject or provide some dedicated experience to the user. These are the platform that is being used. So these are the various social media channels used for different purposes. They are not limited to this much only, there are further also, but these are the on priorities, or you can say these are on the trend that is being used nowadays. Then I must say, what are the social marketing use cases? That means how to use social to meet your objective. So this is only the steps, because these are the various larger areas and the various larger skill areas that needed to be refined or to tune in further. The first point will manage your own page. That says that draft and public the organic content to own the pages, manage the content approvals, and define the manage content, the strategies and calendars accordingly. Then generate the insight that basically says that you need to capture the social media conversations, and you need to keep up your competitions and stay informed with the social engagements and the contents. Thirdly, will nurture community and reputation. That basically says that find and nurture the advocates and influencers that credibly promote your brand to an extended audience. That means to grow your community, to grow your social followers, and to grow your supporters, and identify and manage the potential crisis among this thing. Then engage your customer. This is basically the part of conversation that is being done at various venues, coaches, and various brands and product services. That means that you are responding to the customer's problem. When they are having some questions or some concern, you are prompt to their questions, and you will react with the relevant content. Use what you see and hear to help them or to inform the future marketing strategies. Lastly, grow through the amplification. That means identify and amplify the relevant user content for the authentic engagement. That means you are using a best social commerce, that means increasing the number of users, so that you are increasing the number of businesses, as you are social as the payment channel. So for that thing, you'll decide that what you are choosing, that you are going for the paid promotions, push promotions, and how you are bonding your audiences to reach the marketing objective. So these are the various benefits of being social. That means social media marketing can do for you. That is, first and the foremost thing is strengthen the brand reputation. That means basically and act what you are going to say about you. That means you know how to act what is being said about you. That means escalate the thing quickly on social, because if the thing is being publicly said about your product or your brand, and you are very lethargic and you are not reacting to it, then it will go to an potentially negative remark of your brand. So you need to be you need to be very prompt and escalate the thing quickly on the social media platform by listening to the key phrases and relate the brand and activity, so that social insight can be developed, and you should give an unbiased view about your brand awareness and the popularity. And you should also in this process, you should also know and identify the trends that is being followed nowadays. That means trend appear on the social media first. So social media is a platform that can break a record, and they can break a product image also. So for that thing, you need to be updated about the updated trends, and then you need to be stay ahead of the competition. That means you are regularly benchmarking the competitors on the social medias, so that it will help you to keep them up, or that will help you to top among them. So next is grow your business. Then grow your business is basically the amplification of your own content. That means social media is giving you an opportunity to publish your targeting or targeted audience, or you are publishing the targeted content to the channel that is being seen by large volume of people. So for that thing, you have a power of influencing. So power of influencing provide a human voice to the product. So basically, if you are using a right voice, then you can attract a larger number of people with a larger scale and a larger quality of people. So generate the earned media for that thing by repositing the user generated content on the own channel. Increase the trust in your brand and the product. Then the third thing is delivering the incremental sale. That means advertising on the social media is cheaper than traditional media, that I have already told you. And the main difference is that you will be able to find or target finally to seize the advert and increasing the conversation while keeping the cost down. So this is a better media to to reach out to the people, because it is cheaper than traditional marketing. So it is very fine, and it is very effective way to grow the business in this way, that it can affect the productivity and the credibility of the product, as well as you are also attracting larger number of volume of the people to to relate to your brand or to have a bond with your brand. Then third is care about your consumer. That means you have to create experiences. That means customer, you need to be very prompt to their contents or comments. And social is more than just advertising, it is educational, emotional, and experiential way also. So customer no longer want to be hang on phones. If they are having any issue, they are very immediate to social media, and they want to turn on to social. So accordingly, the product creator or some brand creator need to respond them very quickly, as they want their response not on telephonically but on the social media platform also. It will reduce the cost to serve, and it will also build a community, because customer trust each other more than you. So providing them with a platform where they can interact and share their feedback will increase the trust and the loyalty of your product or as well as your services. So these are various benefit of being social. Then what are the goods look like? That the various social media strategies include various important pillars that why we use social media. So the various strong pillars of this are being emotional content, that means you are building a rapport with your customer. Then being inconsistent, that means the content should match to the brand identity and the objectives, that is being consistent across the channels. Then regular and well time post, that means just likely that other channel there is a better time to post the content. So various there are various dependencies of the networks and the audiences. So keep your customer interested in by posting often and sharing very varied content. You should engage your customer in such a way that there will be two engagement, that means allowing your customer to interact with you and make sure that you respond to create a differentiated experience than other channels here. Then the important pillar is optimization, that means test, learn, adjust, repeat, and this iteration will be the key to success on any of the social media, because plan A or B testing or tracking the success of any individual campaign, the performance will likely being effective. So be optimized, and you need to test various strategies. You have to learn from various strategies, and then you have to decide that which one I have to choose on. Then personalization is the one of the important factor, that means use the social media insight to know your customers are and adapt to your messages and the right customers and the right and you have to tone your voice to target the right customer and the right messages at a right time. So personalization is being sending some kind of automated messages to one person, so that you can drag their attention also. So strategic use of channel, that means not only channels being relevant to your brand. You need you have a budget, and you need to put your efforts on some kind, so that the customer will be most active and they will deliver a better value for money to your brand also. Overall strategy alignment, that means driving revenue and engagement from socials where they require investment and some kind of corporates. And you have to design your overall strategies or budget and resources accordingly. So these are the important pillars how to win with social media. Then is the executing campaign, where to start from. So these points are already discussed, but still for sake of campaigning or the way to understand how this execution is being done. So first is the set up your account page. For that thing you need to establish your presence, setting up the business account or some kind of club that includes some kind of essential information for research search purposes, including the location, content information, and website URL. So first step is of setting up of the account page. Second is the identify your audience and grow the followers. So that means you have to target which age group you want to target. You have to follow the only those people you want to target. That means you are not likely to target each and every age group of audience. You need to first focus that your brand is all about this thing, and my brand will focus about this thing, so I'll only focus on the age group of only these people. So in this way I can identify my audience. And finally, when I have planned my calendar on content accordingly, I'll post accordingly the variety of engaged content accordingly, like it could be in the form of text, it could be in the form of photos and videos, and track the performance to see what the content resonates best with your audience. Then third will be the launch and track your campaign. That means you have launched the your campaign. You can begin with a simple campaign such as amplifying the piece of extended information or content and perform with the existing followers, and set up a campaign with a purposeful and objective, like you need some that much amount of page likes, you need that much amounts of click, and set a daily and monthly budget over the proposed or launched campaign. And finally, use a built-in dashboard from the social media to review the performance and optimize it very frequently, so that you can judge the frequency and time of the day and format and much more, so that you can track the performance of the campaign also. Fourthly will be the scale up and add on the master social. That means once you are in the first campaign under your belt, and then you'll report the performance and measure that campaign according to the KPIs, that is key performance indicators. Then refresh your content and launch the new campaign and try to use different audience, so that because old audience and new audience will make a huge audience or a mass audience in and all. So explore and introduce the more complex functionality available to you. So it includes the data sources, more robust tracking pages, and new formats and social media platform. For that thing, these steps must be followed. So then lastly is the do's and don't do's for social media marketing. So basically, do's is, if you are into some kind of social media or you are using some kind of social, so this is a rule, or you can say you need to always remember these point that you need to follow all these, that have a social media presence. That means that is not okay that if I am posting one thing at a day and after that I'll forget all the things and I am lost in the world for 1 month, and then after 1 month I'm posting something. No, if I am using social media, then I have to make my presence very frequently. That means today consumer expect and able to find the brand on social media, so you need to be present every time. Pick the right social media, because that is being very important for you to align your brand or audience according to the marketing goals. So you have to plan accordingly that which social media platform you are using. So including any of the thing, that can include any of the thing, it could have any of the social media platform that we have discussed, but you have to make a right choice about your social media. Then follow your competitors. That means you see what others are doing. So if you are only focusing on what you are projecting and you are only focusing on what you are targeting the audience, and you are not focusing on what others are doing, so it will make you inferior, or it can also hamper your brand image as well as dragging up your customers. So for that thing, you need to find out how you can differentiate yourself with other people and appeal to those audience also. Then finally, last thing is to be creative. That means find the influencers and find a unique way to connect and engage with your audiences. Lastly, don't do activities is not is to forget to publish content regularly. That I've already told you, that if you are being social, that you need to post your content regularly. You need your social media presence frequently, because if you forget to publish or publish any content, then you will be out of the competition or you will be out of the market, that it could be likely to be. So don't forget to publish the content regularly, and don't afraid to launch a large social media campaign at once. You just start with a small, and you build and refine it with the help on the basis of time. That means you could start with a big campaign, but if you are afraid of it, then you can start with a small campaign and you can build and refine as much as you learn, and then you can go for a large campaign also. So these are the basically the do's and the don't do's of social media. So I hope this social media executing plan dynamics will find you suitable for finding various important key points. And in my next lecture, I'm going to discuss the various other platform where social media marketing is being done. So for as of now, thank you so much for having this.